I was in a lot of pain for a lot of years and very embarrassed even regarding my veins.
My legs are looking 100% better. I can go swimming.
I had these huge ugly veins on my legs that stuck out like ropes.
They were very painful and sometimes I couldn't even sleep.
If you've ever had any trouble with varicose veins or your legs breaking down, he is definitely the guy to see.
Thank you for turning on my video. I'm Dr. Larry Mueller and I've been a vascular surgeon in Merced since 1984. 10 years prior to my arrival in Merced, I performed my first operation for varicose veins. At that time, I followed the instructions in the textbook closely and also the guidance of my teachers, but I was very disappointed in the results that the operation gave. The scars were disfiguring and oftentimes painful. Recovery was prolonged, and too often the veins, their pain, and the problems either never went completely away or recurred. For the next 25 years, I stayed as current as possible with the treatment techniques for varicose veins. I attended the national meetings and followed developments closely, yet there was no real improvement until the turn of the century. Then all the planets seemed to line up for those of us who treat varicose veins, with the first and most important advance being ultrasound. Now, ultrasound are sound waves that let us see through the skin inside the leg, giving the equivalent of X-ray vision without the use of X-rays. Ultrasound improved dramatically in quality, and so that fuzzy balls now became sharp circles, and we could follow the veins inside to see where they were coming from. Next, we learned that we didn't have to surgically remove all the feeding veins. Many of these could be sealed using different forms of heat or injected medicine with quicker, better results and less pain. Third, we learned how to remove varicose veins through much smaller incisions or tiny incisions that all but disappeared within a few weeks. Lastly, and most importantly, the insurance companies, Medicare and Medi-Cal all realized that these new techniques were very legitimate and veins were more than just a cosmetic problem. Once these new treatments became insurance-covered benefits, I acquired the new technology, became trained, and began offering these new treatment techniques to my patients here in Merced. I was amazed at the results right from the beginning. For me, as a surgeon, to be able to remove these huge disfiguring varicose veins through tiny incisions that oftentimes disappeared within a few weeks, with the patients having very little pain, sometimes no pain at all, and very quick recovery, was absolutely amazing. In fact, 10 years ago, this would have been science fiction, Star Trek, Dr. McCoy type of surgical treatment. But now I could offer this to my patients here in Merced. I was so excited about it, and the patients kept coming. They were delighted, and I achieved great professional satisfaction in being able to help a group of patients that prior to this time, I had no good solution for. So I made a decision in 2005 to convert my surgical practice to full-time treatment of varicose veins that would then give me as much experience as possible and let me stay on the developmental edge of these new techniques, which continue to improve year by year. How do I obtain these great results? My approach is simple. Using ultrasound, I can identify the source of the vein and then remove both the source by sealing it or surgically removing it, and then the vein itself through a variety of techniques. Let me share with you how I do this, but first I want to explain to you about where your varicose veins come from and some of the problems that can be caused by them.
I had the vertical veins in my legs for about 30 years that I suffered with pain, and my legs used to swell up, and sometimes I couldn't even sleep at night. I met Dr. Mueller and he performed surgery on me, and I went back to work 2 days later. I was doing things that maybe I shouldn't have done, but everything was terrific. So if you guys have any problems with that, don't be afraid, because it's not painful. It's very, very easy.